Are you ready to be a dad? Author Joel Stein says he wasn't, so he set out to figure it all out. His surprising revelation came in the form of a book. The title, Man-Made, A Stupid Quest for Masculinity.
I thought I didn't care what our baby's gender was, but I totally freaked out. And I thought about like having to camp with him and having to like throw a football and watch people throw a football and decide whether I cared about the results of that football throwing. Like I just totally, because I was so bad at being a boy, I thought I'm not equipped to raise a son. So I decided to go out and for this book, learn all the man stuff I should have learned before. So I start by becoming a Boy Scout. I go on a Boy Scout camping trip.
Literally.
It was my first camping trip ever. Yeah, it was here in LA at Firestone. And I got a badge. I can do a square knot. I know the handshake, which I can't tell you.
Joel Stein, author of Man-Made, A Stupid Quest for Masculinity, set out on a mission to learn all the man stuff he could.
I did boot camp in the Army with a troop for 3 days, and I think I'm the only civilian to have fired a tank. At least I hope so. They should never do that again. And I fought Randy Couture, this UFC fighter, for a round. I got a day trader to give me $100 grand to trade with for a day. So just like, and hunting and fishing and all the typical man stuff.
As a new dad, Stein's quest was an effort to better prepare for fatherhood and raising his son Laszlo.
You know, I thought I'd learn that stuff doesn't matter, that being, you know, a man and being a father is about being present and just paying attention and being loyal and caring. But I learned the opposite. I learned that those things actually do make you a man. That like having the experience of rebuilding a house makes you feel differently about what you can do and what you should do. I'm targeting two kinds of men, the kind like me, who I think always wanted to know what these experiences were like from their perspective, and then the kind of man who already does this stuff. And he's the person I think that will enjoy this book the most. I think he'll just find it hilarious to see someone try and go through 3 days of boot camp, and in the first 3 hours, before they do any physical activity, faint for the first time in his life into the arms of soldiers.
So this was a difficult process for you.
Yeah, this was not so fun.
And it was all for your son.
It was all for my son and a book advance.
Stein jokes, but he has quite a resume. A staff writer for Time magazine, including 14 cover stories. He also has contributed to The New Yorker, GQ, Esquire, and countless other publications. Joel also writes a blog with his wife Cassandra on Babbel.com entitled More Stories About Some Kid, where he tells it like it is when it comes to parenting. He set me straight on the organized play date.
What kind of organized activities do you do?
Oh gosh, I mean, I made cupcakes for them, and then they had icing, and they could all decorate the cupcakes and do the sprinkles. And it's kind of like, I don't know if it's expected, but it's kind of like, this is that, yeah.
Yeah, that's your issue. Yeah, our play dates, we just hang out, for sure.
So in my quest to be the best parent I can be, I asked Joel for just a little more wisdom. He gave it to me.
Wow, who do I want to become as a father to my son? I don't want to be his friend. Like that's something my dad taught me. That like I'm gonna have a lot of friends in life. I'm not gonna be shy of friends. But I only have one dad. And when you start to cross that, when you start to become your kid's friend, I think you lose a little bit of the dad. And they've only got one dad. So that's someone who can make them feel safe, someone they can rely on, someone who's a little more of a bedrock than a friend. So I never wanted him to feel like we're on even. I don't think he wants to feel like we're on even ground. So I try and establish that, which I'm not good at. Like naturally, I just want to be liked by everyone. So I'm trying to be better at that.
That's actually really good. I think that's a big problem that a lot of parents have these days.
You want your kid to like you, right?
But then,
if my kid doesn't hate me at some point, I'm doing a bad job. And not just for a few minutes. I mean, there should be a couple years where he just thinks I am an asshole, for sure. Clueless. And he'll be right. Like I'll have no idea what kids are doing. Like should they be texting off of their helmets? Like I won't know. I'll be like, you can't, no helmet texting. And he'll be like, oh, the kids are helmet texting. No helmet texting. And I'll be totally wrong. But I think it's good to have that experience. And Joel's book comes out May 15th. Check it out.